Good morning, everybody. Let's get ready to get some traded on. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get some hype in chat. Morning. Morning, chat. A pretty significant move up in the market overnight. Both Asian and European sessions very bullish for our futures market. Pretty sizable move, up about 140 points on the Nasdaq. Morning, about 23 points on the S&P. VIX is still moving down below 14. Been looking pretty on that. Dude, yesterday's mean reversion trades are sick. On point. Greater bull market looking good. Market's moving good. PMI 18 minutes, global services PMI. Manufacturing PMI in 30 minutes, around the turn of the hour. All right, friends, 1 minute to market open. Smash the like button if you don't mind. Give us some love. Likely so, yeah. The ECB will be cutting rates. Agreed. At opening read, the resilience numbers are positive. Good. The gap up's likely to sustain the half gap. The market pulling back down the half gap, and take a look at this one from here. Overnight dynamic head twisters here. We got, oh, head twisher right there. Perfect. Perfect. That's like also a head twisher. Love it. Take a quick long right now. Turn off a hedge. Looking solid. Set it from here. If we break open, you have the 1A to DD. Easy does it. All right, so as long as we're above 0, we'll half gap action their support. Pretty good. Keep an eye on this one. Oops, why are they backwards? There's Nasdaq Nasdaq resilience. Where's S&P? And save that here. Yesterday was y'all fun. Yesterday was fire. There's a lot of mean reversion at the start of the day, but at the end of the day, just got that movement there. It was pretty good. Good morning, friends. Smash that like button. We're looking right here. DD band about this area. So right there, that's my expected trade today. Reward to risk is pretty well defined. Anything down in here is kind of muddled up. Let's keep an eye out. The resilience number is negative. So if res is greater than 0, hanging in there. Res is less than 0, going to pull back. So you want to watch out for. Be careful. Be careful of this number right here. Res is less than 0 this way. Caution. Let me start drawing like the downside in different color. Do y'all like when I draw these on the screen in the morning? Is helpful, everybody? The way I like to read it. Boom. Let's do a quickie number on the VIX. Same thing. QQQ, same thing. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I did some overnight trades last night. I was on the long side, across the board. Just had really good stats. I was liking it. R&R was decent. I got the MHP long overnight from there to there. I don't normally do overnight trades, but that was a pretty solid setup. consolidation of the high yesterday at the end of the day. It was just pretty simple. Those high consolidations right here at the close. Always go for the continuation trade as long as you have hedge pressure support, which we did. Okay, so be cautious here. Watch this monthly res, these res numbers. These need to go positive. The less than 0 could cause a break. Remember, if the desire to fill the to fill the gap is always stronger than the desire to support hedge pressure. So when you do our rankings of our indicators, there's an actual hierarchy if you didn't know that. If you go to the curriculum and the summary, you'll see that on the screen. There's a ranking in order of importance decision making. So whenever you see liquidity map hedge pressure is outranked by resilience effect. So the desire for the hedging is like a constant wind on the market. The desire to fill the gap, or the track of stocks as they're filling their gap, is much bigger. So the S&P is going to tether more to the stocks than it's going to trade on its own hedging. And then, of course, the DD ratio is the bigger of the two, bigger of the three. So this resilience being negative, it's trying to make its way to the half gap. So just be careful. So resilience can hint at hedge pressure break. So if the hedge pressure is in the middle of the redistribution zone, this white box, then take note that the desire to fill the gap can overwhelm the market itself. So the idea that the S&P has its like constant wind from here can be lost here. So right now, I'm not too happy about the tiny long position I have. But we'll see if we get any movement on there. If you guys don't mind scrolling down and smashing that like button really quick. Give us some love. VIX isn't generally in a bullish move. So VIX has general upward momentum from here. So any upside is limited anyway by the fact that the VIX is going to hit bull zone. We always know the bull zone bottom. Anytime you hit the bull zone bottom of anything, if this does go up, it's going to hit DD band and probably turn around. So there's no like, 100, 300 point move today that I can see unless VIX clears the bull zone. And once you hit bull zone bottom, there's a ticking time bomb that exists in the VIX. If the VIX is up inside of here, if it bounces like this, at any point in time, volatility can explode and the market, or explode the liquidity, and the market can just fall on itself. So we have a little rule, and there's actually a light for it, is that any time that this interacts with the bottom, the fuse is lit, and the fuse only goes out when it drops below. So anytime the fuse is lit doesn't mean the market can sell off quickly, but it just means that the volatility is there. So be very careful. If you go to the cheat sheets down here in the platform help section, cheat sheets has a little bit of infographics for each one of these conditions. So the bull zone bottoms and volatility is one of our major cautionary rules, is what it looks like here. Anytime you interact with the bottom of the bull zone, there's a whole thing I can go over that explains why that happens. But anytime that the VIX itself can catch a wind of its own hedging, it can cause exponential decay in the liquidity, and markets just has no floor. If they're selling at that point, it tends to V pretty quick and pretty violently. So be very careful. Is that in trades like this, when the market's moving up to a bull target and volatility is moving down to that bounce point, I tend to cut my trade as soon as volatility gets there. Now, again, my trade might even take off. This resilience is already kind of snuffing the trade right at the start of the day. But we'll see. Happened last week. Oh yeah, 100%. So the minute that if this is rallying, the moment that we tap here, I'm out. Yeah. Keep an eye out on that. So we need these resilience numbers to get better than 0. Your market's irrational. Possible hedge break on SPY. IWM hedge break downside. Let's take a look at it. Friends, don't forget to smash the like button. Not really digging a long setup here today. IWM right at monthly hedge pressure. First bounce point for it there too. How we doing? Around the edge, it's trying.
They said that since I worked full time, I wouldn't be able to go to school. But with WGU, I was able to do my classes on my own time and take all my tests.
Let me draw this a little cleaner. So, bulls on bottom is always a scalp from here to here, though, so be careful on this. That's what I'm looking for if there's a break. Let's go, baby. Hold. Let's grab 2 contracts along, no big. It's hanging there tight. These rest numbers need to get moving, though. I don't like it. More like a set and forget it trade, so this is a caution that we might lose the hold today. But the idea that this pressing towards zero, I have a little hope there. Let's try to look for these are our breakout trades today on the setup. Nothing on the MHP side. This is a top secret scanner setting. You guys can copy it. When MHP and HP equals each other, and you break through hedge pressure, it's like a double dose of power. Double dose. So Tesla, Ford, if you take a look at it. This, if you guys want a scanner setting, that's the bomb. This is the best scanner setting of all the scanner settings we have. MHP equals HP. And then MHP breakdown or breakup gives you different setups. Here's Tesla breaking down today. Here's Ford breaking down today. Where's liquidity map? Oh, I need to reconnect the scanner. There we go. Where's my drawing? Oh, did I turn drawings off? Yeah, I get back. All right, let's try that again. So, great scanner setup. We call them the atom bombs because Adam was he wasn't the first person to use it, but he was the first person to like swear by it. And so we decided to call it the atom bomb after Adam. We're adopting the name officially. So when you have both monthly and weekly hedge pressures lining up at the same spot, and you break one of them, it tends to move very violently. Typically what you do is when they do break, it's just like any kind of hedge break. They tend to create runners. So in this particular example, if it breaks down here, what a lot of people do is they'll sell calls above it. They'll sell calls on the non-break side. Hold on one second. Oh, trade's taken off. They'll sell calls on the non-break side, or they'll chase a short with a tight stop. So, you know, typically it's volatile. Like if it's trying to break here, they'll chase the short on it. So, or chase the long usually. So the breakdown is the. All right, you got the news coming out. What do you got? Get the PMIs. Take a look. Didn't mention that. Global services PMI came out at 54.8 on 54.8. Estimate 54.5 on 54.5. I don't think that's going to move the market too much. Looks like it came back to where it started. Seems to be a non-event there. My trades are taking off. I am in NASDAQ right now. Go ahead and let me get that really quick. Is looking a little. NASDAQ tried to double top on that news. Number came in slightly. Right at par, 54.8, but that's actually pretty high on the actual side. It's decent. Anything above 50 is good. The global composite purchasing manager is good. So good news off of something like that might typically exhaust the move sometimes. So be very careful on that. Looks like Valero just broke down the atom bomb side. So how would you trade that? Just watch. It's like it gets to be pretty gross if it starts breaking multiple times. So just keep an eye out. Resilience did not improve on this spot right here. I don't know if I like the setup anymore, but I am up. The QQQ. Always got that resilience. Stay positive, baby. Come on, let's get some love. News is coming out. Yep. There's that hedge pressure support in the overnight dynamics 5320. The blue line. Keep an eye on this res number. Let's get some positivity there. All right, I'm gonna be smart and close out my trade. Right, resilience is not greater than 0, and we hit the top of the gap fill, the top of the open price, so I closed out. We need some breaking up on resilience, negative number, that positive again. Oops.
Make the all-electric Cadillac Lyric all yours. A stylish
Grand total overnight this morning 44.15. That was about $1,000 on that trade. Called it 3,000 last night, give or take. So this is me. This is my trade debate. So yeah, I'm just decent on that. I don't like the resilience number, so I'll call it out. Call it a day on that one. But if it starts to improve a little bit, I will finish off the trade. Try it a second time. Aim for a little bit more. If res is greater than 0, which is not there. Res is less than 0. It looks like we got into bull zone. So be very careful here. All right, decent. Yeah, but just QQQ just moving from bottom to top. A little bit more momentum there. Probably best to call it. Reset. Res is deteriorating at this moment in time, so let's be careful there. On the breakdown scanner, a fourth stock hit that. The atom bomb side, we just call those breakdowns. Just extra momentum. Just kind of take a second eyeball at things. Oops. We see 529 soon. I think so. I really do. I really do think so. We do fall down to bull zone today. So that was a decent scalp. I'm going to get out of the way and let it deteriorate and sell off. Let me get something good from there. All right, she's coming down. She's coming down. There it is. Let's go. Can't argue with that. Guys, look at this. Look at how good. Look at. Don't forget to hit that like button in the bottom right of your screen, right underneath the screen. Give us some love at the Algo YouTube, please. We would love you to death. Power to fill the gap is much stronger than the power to support a hedge pressure. We talk about this all the time. That deterioration of resilience. How many minutes head start did that give us? That literally gave us 6, 7, 8 minutes a head start. Resilience, literally the best indicator I've ever used for these situations. It's specific to specific setup, but really predictive of the desire to fill the gap. Okay, just being careful here. Gotta get out of the way. I don't see any bear sides in the market today. I do know that the market's gonna move, and we have the other news event coming out in 8 minutes, so be careful. Any trades that you're in, we have another non-manufacturing PMI, the ISM numbers. That craziness right there. That negative res though. Nasdaq's breaking to new highs. All right. But look, that is crazy. The S&P trying to hit half gap. Negative res. It's still negative. It's not doing anything good. So I still don't trust it. I don't see any long setup from here. Nasdaq trying to really quickly squeeze out all the shorts to achieve new highs. I do think this is probably a tipping point for the market today. Not that I'm trying to short this at all, but this is why you take a giant crap on TA. Oh yeah. The overnight, yeah, Travis, they're posted in the Discord. under the overnight dynamic hedge pressure bot in there. All right, looks like she's coming down. This is it. When you click your monthly map, what's happening if it's not displaying? Or go with Slacks and tech support and see if it can help you clear up, clear out your cookies. Typically, that's a way to kind of combat that. Typically, or trying a different browser, make sure you don't have a setting that's weird, or just reset all your settings to default. Typically, you clicked something or said something that that the platform might not like, or that you might have turned it off. Just go to settings, global settings under your name. Load default should be good. There's that fake out I told you about, that bull squeeze, that fake out. Look at that move. Oh my god. Is that negative resilience realizing? Crazy. There's that negative res we talk about. So keep an eye out. Let this market do its thing. It's gonna be a little crazy for now. Don't be over eager to do too much. Nasdaq is trying to get some, literally trying to move. There's a really nasty dip there. Nasdaq breaking the highs. Res still negative. It's catalyst. Yeah, the market's trying to fulfill, and there's that bull zone tap that we always there's a bull zone tap we always talk about right there. That was the setup, and if you missed it, you missed it. But that bull zone tap is always what I like to grab on a BSU. I don't think this survives. I think this is done. I think the day is done for Nasdaq and S&P. I think it continues to fall. Not shorting and not doing anything, but these resilience numbers do not lie. After that news event, breaking yellow line, that's always a big play. We know how that works. Just be careful on this one. I still don't like shorting against greater bull market because the market's wanting to be bullish. So I'm still not forcing a short or anything. It still wants to be bullish. I'm just gonna let it, you know, I let it move. So I just don't like shorting against the greater markets. It's kind of a thing I don't do. If it breaks hedge pressure, then I'll take a short. Nasdaq does. Sometimes, but normally I don't chase shorts. I just like to get out of the way and let it fall. Yeah, if the general market was bearish, I'd be looking for bear setup. So here I'm looking for, like, I took a bull scalp and got out of the way. Basically it. Does that hedge push a break? Looks gonna turn around and topple. Just a little violent here. Come on, Nasdaq baby. Let's go. Give daddy some love. See it. I know with Nasdaq is always a short off a green, so never chase a red candle. So wait for it to pop up against something you want to tap, and then take your trade there. Nasdaq loves to be lower volatile. Now, bull zone is going to be very, very strong, so it's going to be hard to break this. So right here, this is a very strong support. This bull zone that I drew right here. When DD is greater than half, bulls and bottoms are like one of the strongest trades we have. Now the support only goes to the halfway point between hedge pressure and bull zone. So the midpoint is literally right here. So that trade from here to there is exactly what it shows right here. Does everybody see this? Is a different white dash line than that one. But this is the halfway point between the bull zone and hedge pressure. So that is a predictable scalp. If this halfway point starts acting as resistance and we start losing this, then that could be a top over for the back of the day. Bulls on bottom still looking strong there. You trying to hold hedge pressure. We did have yellow line break on S&P today, so just be careful if it comes back on the top. Interaction with yellow line could be that next resistance to the downside, so be very careful today. This is your biggest key point today. This is the one that matters more than anything. 53.17. That's an illiquidity pivot. On the ranking, your illiquidity pivots outrank resilience and outrank hedge pressure. So your yellow lines, red lines are your strongest of pretty much your pivoting indicators. With the exception DD band is stronger than all of them. So this particular line right here is going to be the pivot. Pay attention to. Perfect. About to interact with it. Keep an eye out at 53.17. Still watching the stocks in the same state they were in. The stocks in the same state are in. No improvement there. That yellow line as a tap to support. Be watching that one. There's a resistance off of that. Select all. There we go. There's the yellow line tap incoming right here. Any support at 53.17 is going to turn around and make the market go higher. There's that push. Okay, that's it. So this is it. This is the make or break. This is the one pivot here. Let's look at all the details. Just draw it on the screen. DD. Greater than 0. That's greater than 50. Sorry. That's very bullish. Monthly maps were kind of flat for the near term, kind of bullish for the longer term. Liquidity maps so far bullish. Resilience bearish. Liquidity map bullish. So things are all over the place. There's the tap right here. So 53.17 is everything today. Is the line in the sand. So stocks themselves are in deep in the bull territory and greater and bull zone. So greater bull market's alive. Monthly map is flat for this next week or two, bullish for the long haul, resilience neg. So filling the gap to the downside is the likely case there. Liquidity map is bullish, bull zone support is the case there. So you have very strong support right here where I drew this line this morning. I literally drew that this morning. And let me just kind of scale this a little better. Easier to see. There was that. I had it drawn more like that was where it was. You get the idea. So you have res pushing down, liquidity map pushing up. So there's the down and up. Both of them are pushing towards each other. It's one of those times where the signals aren't all pointing one direction. The medium to longer term is bullish in general. People say like, why don't you short if you think it's going to break? Typically, we call it like the greater market, right? Greater market's still bullish. You've got, you know, some volatility and some downward pressure inside of that bull market, but typically just bull market's bull market. Pencil. 5. Look, even Qs are going to the highs. Yeah, let's stop down on that one. No bueno. Only when you interact with it, yeah. So yeah, there's that make or break right here. Looks like it's back to the positive side, and market just kind of took a quickie little turnaround from there. Now this irrational case, right? So you have the downward pressure, the upper pressure. The bull zone bottom on DD is really strong, right? We have that kind of 75% chance we stay in the bull zone. About a 25% chance for that to break and go down. I'll take what I got and be happy with it. That's just quick. This is very quick.
Hola. Simón, felicidades. Te merecías el puesto mucho.
Bulls on bottom is one of my BSU long is one of my favorite trades, usually to take. And there to there is the only predictable part of it. Watch out for yellow line break. Second time, third time around. It doesn't really happen. If it breaks once and re-breaks, it's usually the end of it. So here, if it does lose this 53.17 one more time, then it's bad. So bulls, you're going to want to see this number, the make or break line, the one I told you about, the one where all that volume came from. That's how we can calculate this, right? See that big volume spike? That's that make or break line. We're very good at calculating those. Going to be in this long, but your software is having issues, can enter. Better trade and stuck and able to get out. There you go. Like having this cutting edge tech for prime discovering ideas. Nah. Oh yeah. You got this, and then you got a bunch of paper traders pushing technical analysis and other nonsense that they I mean, might be one of the only, as I've recently discovered, I am the only real trader on YouTube that's trading a real account. We're not considering trader funding programs to be real accounts. They're good for what they are. They're awesome programs, but they're not real trading accounts. So I've confirmed that everybody that streams on YouTube in this time slot is in fact trading paper or funded programs. There's nobody trading real account. I am the only one. The only one. And that is a fact. So, but they're also pretty good traders. Some of them that I like to watch are still really good. But still. I'm in no active position right now. I'm done. Who do I think is good? I think Matt's good. He's really the only other person I watch on YouTube. Yeah, JD, I'm trying to figure out how to put my I'm thinking in my head how I'm going to organize it. That's the next thing I'm going to do today for tomorrow. Yeah, I originally got in the Robbins Cup to face roll some arrogant paper trading streamers who said they were entering and found out that it was a total scam, sham, and lie. And these people never entered. And so I went in there, got on the leaderboard, realized that everybody else that was calling everyone else to enter never even entered or couldn't enter or couldn't even make it if they tried. So it's no fun going in there and trying to go out there and, you know, I walked in there to try to beat everybody and I found out nobody's entered. How about that, right? So now I'm like, okay, let me just get back to some real trading. It's so interesting that some people's strategy is to believe if they lie low for long enough that people will forget. But what they don't understand is that people will never forget. Oh yeah. So now I'm like, okay, I'm going to figure out how to put my rearrange my screen to like show a little differently. I'm still going to keep my Rob's account open in case I need to still, you know, compete if anyone decides to show up. But it's too much hassle on the Rocket Scooter platform to switch between two accounts. You really can't do it. You have to like log out of one CQG and log back into another. So I'll keep it ready on a standby notice. So I'm like, well, let me just trade my TradeOvate account in the meantime. If any of the people that were pretending to enter the cup want to enter again, I'd gladly take the challenge. But I doubt anyone would at this point step back up. No. That was my motivation. I just wanted to go in there and beat the people who were talking about it. I definitely beat them, so that's the I guess the victory. My goal was to go in there while they were competing, silently win or silently beat them, and then silently walk away and just have everybody be like, wait, who was that came in here and won? Then I realized it was all a sham. Everybody that was talking about entering just was fake and faking it. Then we discovered a whole lot of other stuff that was more alarming. See a whole community right now dedicated to that. Whole Discord, whole new Discord. A fire's been started. There's no, I'm not any trade right now. The bullseye on bottom 529 on SPY was the entry point, or 53.17 on S&P futures is the entry point. Was what I was looking for if I was gonna long. We're not trading, Jude. There's no we don't tell you how to, like, where to trade. It's like this stream is just a free stream. I'm just using the platform But you can learn from what we teach here. But we're not here like guiding your trades or anything. Legally can't do that. Every second ad on IG is a trading product. No more girls or weed grinders free. There's too much advertising for these trading products. Who are some of you guys' favorite streamers out there that you like to watch? Outside of this one that you're watching. I'll take a look at people that you think are good. I'd like to check out some good ones, some new ones. I need to expand my horizons now that I run a marketplace. I'd like to learn to meet some new people. Oh, you're too sweet. Manuel Santiago? Okay. I will check that person out. Wait, he was in King Cap? No way. Wait, who was it? What was his Twitter handle? I maybe didn't know anybody's real names. I knew everybody's Twitter handles. Get some water real quick. Oh, your favorite used to be King Cap. Yeah. Some of them are still around. Alejandro got a job working on Wall Street somewhere. Sniper just came back. He's starting his thing back up. Yeah, King Cap was a great group. Sadie. Okay, I'll check it out. All right, you guys. Love y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Nice trading day. The RIDD we're working on getting that fixed right now. This is what we're working on right now. The CME group changed the data output, so we need to do it a different way. Our scraper needs to be rewritten, so we're rewriting it right now. Okay, love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Big meeting on marketplace stuff. We're gonna try to get all of you guys, hopefully your accounts switched over by the weekend, so that Monday we can be like launched for y'all. So I'll keep you in the loop for that. And we'll talk to you soon. We're out here. See you later. Don't forget to head over to rockscooter.com. Check out our amazing platform with our tools inside of it. Big marketplace opening up very soon where you'll be able to go out there and get indicators, Discord services, courses, platforms, software, you name it. We can have it there. Everything. One-stop shop platform for all things trading. You guys will want to be able to check it out as soon as it goes live. We now get our tools inside the platform for $35 first month. Check it out. You can get those and play with them, have fun with them. Comes the whole tool set. It's pretty easy to learn. It's just one of many tools that will be available on the platform by many different vendors as this evolves. So we're glad that you guys stopped by. Glad you got to come check out the stream, and we will see you later.